Let's go over to Newcastle. Their summer signing, Miodrag Pivas, was forced to go out on loan due to some work permit issues. Is this one likely to be resolved in the future and hopefully this coming summer so he can join the club?
Yeah, I think it will be. I think look, he's now, I believe, playing in the Dutch league with Willem second. Look, I think the issues have been resolved in terms of work permits. Also, given the time, I believe he's been selected for national teams as well for Croatia. So look, it's Croatia or Serbia, I can't remember exactly. But look, it'll be resolved, and certainly he'll spend his time playing at a good level. I think they're lying about fifth in the league right now, so he'll be playing at a good level, getting good experience. It's what a normal 19-year-old signing would probably be doing anyway. So while they're waiting for the clearance with the work permits, I think this will all work out okay. The reports are, I'm hearing from I called my contact in Holland about this, and he said he's really looking like a proper player. So this could be a good one for Newcastle going forward.
And PIF is looking to purchase a 10% stake in DAZN. Would this be a conflict of interest considering they're one of the main providers of the Premier League across the world in terms of viewership?
I don't know the detail. I think this may be aimed more around their boxing situation, because I know that the whole Turkey Al Sheikh has been promoting a lot of boxing fights recently. He's getting very involved in the boxing world. I think it may be towards that situation rather than Premier League. The Zone does have, I believe they have some Premier League rights, but I don't see it as a conflict at this stage. But again, we need to see the details and what the deal extends to. If it's exclusive in one sport, like boxing, then no problem at all. But we need to know a little bit more detail before that comes out.
They could definitely be around their boxing. It could be, for them to have Live Golf be on one of the major streaming services as well. But let me pitch you a hypothetical where DAZN now covers Newcastle's games strictly and are putting money into Newcastle's pockets to pay for the streaming rights of Newcastle around the globe. Wouldn't that potentially be kind of a way around some of the PSR issues?
No, I don't think it could be, because Newcastle are bound by the collective agreement of the Premier League, and it's the Premier League that negotiates the broadcast for the whole of the Premier League. Clubs don't really have rights for their own games as such within the Premier League. So look, if there were pre-season tours, those sort of things, they could probably do something there, but that ain't going to be a big money spinner. So the day, there's a big debate, and there were days when the bigger clubs tried to get their own broadcast rights and break up the whole collective Premier League agreement, but that hasn't happened. And that's probably been the great strength of the Premier League, is that the Premier League have negotiated for all the clubs and then split the revenue accordingly. That's what's made the Premier League the great success it has been. And if we were to go into individual club situations, as you're suggesting, then I think we're into a real mess. But certainly, if it did happen, which I don't think it will, if it did happen, then I think we'd see probably six clubs, chasing the title every year, and it'd be a very poor product. And I'm afraid it would be the end of the Premier League as we know it. And I think we'd be going very rapidly towards a Super League.